cause I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong. Watch me shake and bake. Let's go.
Yeah, I use a dub. I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this.
Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan. That's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First and 10 and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. This is the receiver turned running back, Cordero Patterson. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. He was 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
5 brings up
a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he completes it to Cohen. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 7 yards there and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Patterson on the carry, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now Trubisky on first down. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up second.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good. That middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well. And he's got it.
Trubisky will throw. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
No gain on the play.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jarnell Mooney, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Now this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
They go play action with Hurts. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Second down. Here's Hurts. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
They'll take over.
I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Hurts. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play caller because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Here's Patterson. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They run with Patterson, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. He's picked off at his own 47. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
You know, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And he's got it. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
The end of the first quarter.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Buster Screen is able to bring him down.
No gain on the play.
Hurts.
2nd and 10.
Going for Jefferson downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
This is caught. Watkins. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Trying to go back to Watkins, but now it's 3rd and goal. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spend a lot of extra time.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
To
Quez Watkins.
Touchdown.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. And the lead is down to 2.
makes the score Bears 12, Vikings 10.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Patterson on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line.
Harrison Smith.
The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
Gain of a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Watch the screen. Right there. 54. Right there. 54. I got you.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
For Allen Robinson.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And it's a fumble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Darnell Mooney.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now. Here's Trubisky to throw. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
48.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Sam Cook in punt formation.
Being strong up the middle is imperative. I don't care what your sport, but in football, when you've got a D tackle who can contribute not only to occupying bodies, but also making plays on the ball carrier, that's when you have the cornerstone of a solid run defense.
35 yards that time on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson, there on the coverage.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Looking again for Watkins, and this time that's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
And certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. On 1st down, Hurts. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And this is caught by Watkins. Touchdown, Vikings! Quez Watkins with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings have taken the lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got a 1st down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning. Reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On 1st down, Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
19-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second.
On second down now. It's Patterson. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Throwing here, Trubisky. It's brought in by Harris. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. And they give this time to the tailback. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. 3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Cordero Patterson scoring a touchdown against his former mates. And the Bears have retaken the lead. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. So he missed his first 2, but this time it's good, and that'll extend the lead.
The score, Bears 19. Vikings 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
First down, Vikings.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
It's a gain of
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down. Play action. Here's Hurts. That's going to be caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead. Bailey now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 5.
Makes the score Vikings 24, Bears 19.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
It's a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow.
Complete.
A big play for the Vikings on 3rd down. 56 yards. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
3rd down.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. On play action, they'll throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
To number 86.
A 5-yard touchdown. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Intercepted by the...
When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing is Hurts. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Hurts sets up to throw it. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 24 yards. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Robert Quinn able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. He had to force the field goal.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Right there, 54, right there, right there.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. And his throw is incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call.
It got his man complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
No doubt.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
I think normally we players and football players, but let's adopt it. In this case, he's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. He just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. Big hold of the 30, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
Watch the whip. Lock in.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. That's complete right around the 8. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 2nd and 2. First down marker at the 5-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Check safety, check safety. Hey, check what? Watch it.
Here's Trubisky. Pass incomplete. He was looking for his rookie Cole Kmet that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 2nd down, it's Patterson. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Tariq Cohen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead as all the good coaching.
Now Trubisky lost the football, and they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Vikings 41, Bears 25.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. Oh, he shifts past him. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's Geis. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he takes this all the way down to the Bears' 16-yard line. A big play there out of Geis. And even 50 yards on the ground. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, this game's over.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Complete to
Irv Smith Jr., his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
A gain of 2.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Darnell Mooney the target there, but it'll be 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's David Montgomery, 2nd-year man from Iowa State. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, 92 yards. And the Bears cut into that lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
At the 24-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
A 5-yard pickup. It's now 4th down. Tonight's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Vikings, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Bears, what else is new? They fall again. That's now 10 straight losses to start the year. And they'll get a late bye next week, which might be coming at the right time. And they'll be back in action in Week 12. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long.